Greetings, R. Frederick Little here with Becoming a Published Author is Fun. If that doesn't make any sense, check out episode 8. This is episode 2536. And we've been looking at the idea of show, don't tell. Usually when I've been talking about that, I've been talking about using their thought processes. But here is another way of doing this, of showing rather than telling. So I've divided up this into two categories. There's more, but we're just going to look at two of them. First thing we're going to do is look at see. What does the character see? Well, there are different things that that character might see. Might see a road, or even a rock. Or might see a tree. And I forgot what the P stood for. A rock, a tree. It could be a path. Different things. What I'm trying to point out here is you can, for instance, you could say up ahead of him, or he was on a road, a two-lane road. Or you could talk about he's traveling, he saw some rocks along the side of the road. Another way of showing it, rather than telling, that was telling, is showing is that you could say, looking ahead, he saw the dividing line, making it a two-way or one-way road, two-way road rather, going that way and then coming this way. And then you might also say, well, he picked up a rock. So that's not only that's all actually touch. So we could say, nah, it won't work. We'll just leave it as see. What he is seeing. You could actually do a touch segment on this too. He touched the rock. He picked it up. Things of this nature. You're using the senses of the character. Here's another one. The sense of hearing. Here you have the sense of seeing. Here you have the sense of hearing. For instance, you could be in a dark room. There's no light around it. You don't see anything. It's totally black. But you can hear the rustle of maybe a skirt or something like this. A lot of times when a woman is walking through and she's wearing a dress or something, if everything's all quiet, all you might hear is the sort of like a whisper sound of the cloth of that skirt as it swishes, contacts her legs and stuff like that, and you can hear it. Or you might also have you're hearing different sounds, steps. Maybe you hear somebody steps as they're getting closer and closer and closer to you. Another thing you might hear is the click. Maybe somebody just armed their gun, and that was what you heard. Maybe you heard a sound of leather, of let's see, there's something a little bit more picturesque than that. Maybe you heard creak. Not the kind of creak the water goes down, but kind of something creaking. Uh, Again, that would be related to steps, but different sounds that you can pick up. Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard this before, but when a person say they lose their eyesight, their other senses pick up, and so they can hear things. You might even use the word not only hearing, but how about smell? That's a sense. You could have that. Let's bring that over a little bit more so you can see it. And so the sense of smell. You have the eyes, the smell, and the hearing. And so you got the different things in which people sense things, and you can use those in your writing. You can show them using their senses, and that's better than you simply talking about it. Now you could talk about somebody lurking in the dark room and creeping up on them and stuff like that, and you may be able to make that work. But when you can throw that extra element in there of where the character senses it, maybe they hear it and smell it. They can't see anything because it's so dark. Or maybe they walk into a well-lit room, but again, it might be empty or appears to be empty. You look around, you don't see anything, but your ears should pick up some sound. Maybe like that, a shirt or a skirt or some kind of cloth moving. Maybe you feel. There's another one, feel. I mentioned touch earlier. You can feel. Maybe there's a slight breeze that comes in and just touches you and you say, where'd that come from? And so you can create an emotion, you can create a sense of anticipation, a fear. There's all sorts of things you can do by using the senses of your character. And that can be very, very telling. Excuse me for using that. One of the things that I just occurred to me is that you can use, literally, you could use the seeing, the feeling, the hearing, the smelling, and the thinking all in the same scene. And then when you do that, that can be very, very powerful. I hope this has been helpful to you today. This is another little free information I'm giving you to help you be a better writer, to become a published author. It's one thing to write your book, it's another thing to get published. And so I'm just helping you right now, helping you do some of the writing aspects of it. Sometimes I'll talk to you about how to get it published. Sometimes I'll talk about other things. I'll get even into marketing at times. The whole thing is this podcast exists to help you become a published author and to experience the fun of it. It can be fun, especially when you start to see your story come together. And I hope this that you've enjoyed this. Right over here, let's see, right there, right there. That should be right there, a little box. Click on that box, and you can subscribe to my channel, TR Independent Books. And when you do, I promise you that I'm going to do my best to inform you, encourage you, and to inspire you. In this case, to inspire you to be a better author. Take this information and use it. It doesn't cost you a cent. It costs you some work, costs you some thinking, but it's not coming out of your pocketbook. You have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.